Trauma can make you feel like you're never safe, even if the world around you appears to be safe to everyone else. This can make it incredibly difficult to explain to non-traumatized people who can see a clear reason you feel anxious, paranoid, scared, or powerless.
Well, some time ago in April of 2012, I traveled to Asaba for my friend's wedding. And let's call this my friend Kenny. And it's a he, he's a male friend. So we've been friends for a very long time and he was getting married. So since I was around the south, okay, I had to attend. When I got to Kenny's junction, I saw him driving out. He invited me to, join him to go see his wife to be at the time. And oh, I've met her. She's a very wonderful person. I think the time I was in Asaba before the wedding, I actually met her and she was a sweet soul. So I joined him, we went there, and the next day was the wedding and they had to do some finishing touch to the arrangement. And we stayed there. It was quite late, I think about 9 p.m. or so. And okay, we're going back to my friend's place. And my friend's family was already around and they were at his place. And I was very excited to see his twin because I've missed her. On our way home, he took another route. And I was like, where are we going to? He said he wants to pick something. And the good friend I just followed him. I was surprised we arrived at a place filled with people. And I was like, why are we here? He said, oh, I didn't want to tell you because I know you will not come. You're a church girl. My friends organized a bachelor's eve for me, and this is it. I've never been to a club in my life before then and after then. So I don't know what it feels like to be outside that late. I was kind of cold and he started having his party and I wasn't comfortable. There were a lot of drinking and smoking, and I thought, okay, because he promised we're going to leave almost immediately, he's not going to stay long. Of course, tomorrow is his wedding, so I thought we're leaving on time, and we stayed there till about 2 a.m. And at 2 a.m. my friend left me. Like, he drove off with someone, with whoever, I don't know. And I don't know anybody there. I think the only person I recognized was one of his colleagues. We're not friends, we're not exactly acquaintance, but okay, I have met the colleague once. And this colleague was drunk and his girlfriend was there with them. I had to tell her that I would join them back to where I know. Of course, he stays on same street as my friend. By the time we got to the street, I don't know, it was very late and dark and there was, no human being in sight. And the girlfriend beckoned, okay, why not stay over with us and tomorrow morning you can just, go. I followed her in. And there were some other guys in the car. One of them came down, about two of them came down, and they all went into the same, compound, into the same building and into the same flat. So this lady was struggling to get her boyfriend to the room. Obviously, he was drunk. And, I don't know which of the rooms she entered. So I decided to wait in the living room area. And one other guy there that came with us started making passes at me. I wasn't comfortable. I stood up. I wanted to go in to look for this lady. And this guy, pushed me and started struggling with me with my clothes. And I was fighting back. And you need to see me fighting back. I was so thin, so slim. I fought back, and this guy gave me the beating of my life. Like, he really beat me, pushed me to the wine section of the sitting room. It's a place I've not been before, but pushed me as if he raised me up and pushed me there. I landed on some glasses and they fell down, shattered on the ground. I kept fighting back. Thank God for jean trouser and belts, because I was so thin. I had these belts that was gifted to me by my brother, so I couldn't put on any jean without belt. And it actually was a saving grace that day. my gene was there with the belt. You cannot really undo it easily. And I wanted to run into, the room areas. I just put my hand to the door and this guy closed the door. And I could hear my bones cracking. It was that bad. It was a very traumatic night for me. I was screaming my lungs out and this guy was, beating me and struggling with my clothes. I still refused. And as God will have it, seriously, I don't know where the strength came from. I was able to push the door and I ran in. I was knocking on every door that I could see. I was frantically knocking on any door I could see at the time. And, because I was knocking and screaming, the one that was drunk, the stuff cleared his eye. He just, rushed out to open the door. And when he saw me, he was beyond surprised. I had to tell him what happened outside. I was visibly shaking. I could not sleep. Like, I couldn't sleep all through that day. I just sat down crying, and him and his girlfriend were consoling me till the next day. This guy in question, I don't know him from Adam. I've not met him before. And I've not met him after either. So, but I had a serious kind of PTSD from it. Like, I was about to lose my virginity to a rapist, like a total stranger.
I kind of buried the whole incident and forgot it ever existed. I was scared of my own dreams. I was scared of my own thoughts. The PTSD was haunting me, and I thought the best way to handle it was to bury it. But the thing with traumatic experiences is that it alters our ability to connect with others authentically. We build walls. We are guided by fears and see worst-case scenarios everywhere. We develop unhealthy coping strategies. I had to remind myself that healing makes intimate connections possible again. Healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls my life.